Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So today in this video I'm going to show you how to step by step fill the form Statutory Declaration Partner Visa Sponsor for Australia. So before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe right now because I regularly upload videos. And if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel always absolutely free to ask. This is your own channel. So guys, this form is required and needs to be filled by the sponsor under the subclass 100. That is the second stage of sponsoring your partner to Australia, and of course dependent children if included. And this needs to be filled by the sponsor. So let's go through it. So you see that this form, if I say C, has two sections. On left side there's a margin, and on right side it is like placeholders where you need to write. So the number one, insert the name, full name, address and occupation of person making the declaration. That means the sponsor. Fill it up. Two, insert the full name of your partner. So you see the word with, all others with. Two, there's some blank space, put that full name. Insert the full name of your partner. That three you see, put. Delete whichever is inapplicable. So delete, like in 4 we see 2. Delete whichever is applicable. Insert number 5, began in, insert the year, only year. Your spousal relationship commenced, insert number of months or years. So write down like 10 months, 12 months, 24 months, 26 months, whatever is applicable, or 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Next is describe financial commitments you and your partner share. For example, joint individual bank accounts, ownership of property or other major assets, pooling of financial sources, and sharing the day-by-day household expenses. This is really very important stage because for any family, financial commitments matter a lot. So like if you have purchased a joint property, that's a good indication. Joint bank accounts, joint investments, and in other terms, like other things that I can suggest that really make a difference is group insurance. Like if you are employed and you have been provided insurance by your employer, so if you have included your partner over there, that definitely creates a positive image. So those things they can include. And how you guys are sharing day-to-day household expenses, like if you have joint billing on utilities and all, these things really help. And then explain how you are sharing day-to-day household expenses. And when you write something, that should clear and make sense. It's always good, like if person 1 writes it, person 2 should review it with neutral eyes and check and find out, okay, if it is clear, makes sense, or something is not clear, or something needs to be described clearly. These steps have to be completed in order to make it better. Number 6, describe the nature of your household, including any joint responsibility for the care and support of children, your living arrangement, and sharing of responsibility of housework. Okay, some more details, but write it neatly. This question is self-explanatory. Describe the social aspects of your relationship, including social activities, attending special events, or joint travel you and your partner undertake. Yeah, so if you have traveled anywhere together, tickets, bills and all, those you should keep. They may ask later, so describe them very clearly what you have done. Social aspect, like social events that you have attended, like parties you have attended with your partner where both of you were invited as partners. So those things are very good. And you can also include like social media activities, like nowadays a lot of people on Facebook link their partners, so that also you can write over here. Nature of commitment to each other, including degree of companionship, emotional support. Yeah, you got to write it very clearly because this is about long-term care. All right. 7th, signature of person making declaration. The sponsor signature declared at place 8, 9th day, 6th, 11th, 12th, 13th, whatever. 10, month and year. Jan, Feb, March, whatever. Then insert the full name of the person before making the declaration. So that we'll see who can be authorized and who cannot be later on. Signature of the person, full name, qualification and address. Okay, now this is the list of the people with where in front of whom the declaration can be made. A lot of people go for notary because notary is also included, but whatever is applicable in your case, you got to do that. So that really helps, guys. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to give it a like and comment, and if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel always absolutely free to ask. Thank you, guys.